A lot of white space, and the other one shows my head.
Hello, hello, ladies. Good evening, everybody. Bonsoir. It depends where you guys are watching us from. We are extremely, extremely excited tonight because I have my ladies, my co-host, uh, trailblazer, servant leader. I'm so excited to be here with them. I have a Coach Tina, I have a Dr. Lulu, and then I have Queen Roberta with us. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, glad to be
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you so much. Um, we're just gonna go, right into. I know it's been a busy weekend for many of us. Some of us been traveling and doing different things, but I'm excited because we've been looking forward for this evening with the ladies. It's always amazing to have you guys. We're just gonna go right into it. Dr. Lulu, how are you?
I am doing fantastic and a happy Sunday to everyone. And hopefully, everyone is ready to hit the ground running tomorrow for another strong week.
Absolutely, yeah. Coach Tina, how you doing
I'm doing
tonight?
okay. I'm doing okay. Welcome everybody to the show again. This is our second time around, so we had a show earlier today. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, and Queen Roberta, our expert. We are so excited to have you tonight. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I am doing well. I know that you are affiliated with other sponsorship professionals. So thank you for choosing me. I really appreciate it. And maybe you can tell the audience why you chose me when you are affiliated with other sponsorship professionals.
Oh, to me or to many of us here, it's all about relationship. It's all about bringing on people who you feel like you are really aligned with the vision, and also making sure that we are all going in the same direction and just really bringing solution to the table. So definitely are really always about the connection. It's all about connecting with the right people so I can be able to bring, to our viewers, our clients, what they need and what they've been asking about. So absolutely, that's why we continue to build these relationships.
Well, I truly appreciate it. I know that you are a woman who is well connected. Your vision is very clear. From the first time that I met you, you know exactly what you want, and you are putting people in the places to help others to achieve that goal. So, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's I'm very honored, because I know you're a very busy person, but I'm very excited that you definitely agree to bless us with your presence again. We just continue to learn every day, every single Sunday when we come on. We just, learning new things. So it's really a blessing to have you tonight. So I'm just gonna, let Coach Tina, ask you some question. Just we can just maybe, to give a recap for Queen Roberta. She's gonna just give us, just a little summary about what we learned last Sunday and how people they were looking forward for October the 15th for the master class that we're gonna have about sponsorship. So maybe Queen Tina can kind of, just give us some few words about tonight, and then Queen Roberta gonna give us a summary of last Sunday.
Okay, I was gonna say I would like Queen Roberta to tell us why she's an expert in her field.
Oh, absolutely. One is that I have the experience. Let me start with that. So before the experience came the trial and the error, right? I've done it. I've secured sponsorships. I've gotten sponsorship. I've secured sponsors because I said before you get to the sponsors, you have to get to before you get to the sponsorship, which is the funding, you have to get to the sponsors. You have to secure the sponsors. So the reason I'm an expert, I consider myself an expert in the industry, and I'm still learning, by the way. I've learned the foundation of sponsorship, the three pillars. That includes understanding. I understand sponsorship very well, inside and out. The second is I know how to communicate with sponsors, whether it's local sponsors, corporate sponsors. It doesn't matter. I know how to communicate with them. And the third is I know how to sell an event to a sponsor. I know what information to put into the sponsorship proposal. So not a lot of people know that. And the core of what makes me an expert, I believe, is that my take on sponsorship is that you always start from within. You always start from what you have to offer and then look for brands and look for individuals that are looking for those things and then sell your event to them. I haven't met one person as yet who have said start from within. I do believe I've heard someone said it recently. I can't remember if it's LinkedIn. I can't remember which platform.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if the person had figured it out on their own or if it's something that they heard me said, because I've been saying this for a very long time. I wrote my first book in 2005. So, I sold it on myspace.com at that time. I recently updated my book, which is How to Secure Sponsors Successfully. And I've been saying the same thing from day one. Start from within. So I do not hear a lot of sponsorship professionals saying that. More so, I hear them mimicking what other people have been saying, which is not 100% accurate. I'm not saying that I am better than anyone. I'm not saying that, because they do have sponsorship professionals who can, maybe they know how to measure the success of a sponsorship better than I don't know. I do have a metric which is called VEMIS, Vigilance Metrics for Sponsorship Success, that I've created by, through God and God alone, the highest being. So, how to measure it. I'm not saying that no one else out there is not as good, but what I'm saying is that I've mastered the 3 pillars: understanding sponsorship, communicating with sponsors, and selling my events to sponsors. And the core of it is, I know, is always, and I share this with everyone, is start from within, and then share what you have within with others, which those are the others are the sponsors.
Okay. So I thank you for that. I consider you an expert, and I want you to consider yourself an expert. I know you do.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I know. I want to consider yourself an expert. Also, what is the highest sponsorship that you have done so far?
Okay, so if I'm looking at the value, I'll put everything together, is over, if you put that in today's money, I would say it's 7 figures altogether. Monetary wise, I've 4-figure sponsorship, because my event only needed, I went to get what it is that I needed. If I needed 7 figures, I would have gotten 7 figures. If I need 9 figures, I would have gotten 9 figures. If it was 3 figures, I would have gotten it. So the events that I planned, it was 4 figures. It was 4 figures here. I get receive 4 figures together. Right. So remember, I taught myself how to secure sponsors. So when I was securing sponsors, I did not know that I could have used it to earn a profit. So when my event cost $10,000, let's just say, well, back then it was $5,000 when you round it up, right? So I got money from here, I got money from here, I got products and services from there. So had I known that I could have added more money to pay myself, then, because I made money from ticket sales, I just wanted to cover my event's cost. And I made money at the door, and I made money through advertisers, putting advertisers on my flyers. So I made money that way, but I did not know that I could have used sponsorship to make money. And this is what I share with my audience, right? With people. You don't only need it to cover your expense, but you can also make money. So today, if I need $1 million, if I need more, I can get it, because I understand the foundation of it, the three pillars.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for that. Uh, I know you. You talk about events. That is that's my forte. So the events and the that's what I'm very much interested in, and so I'm looking forward to the class on the 15th. And I am we I think we that Coach Janine picked you because you're relatable.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
Yes, very
Yes.
relatable. So
Mhm.
yeah, down to earth, and we can communicate and get down to business and handle it, and you'll handle it like it should be.
Well, thank you. And I will, maybe we can try an experiment tonight with your event, and maybe we can get to answer some questions about your event and just use that as an example. So if you're interested in doing that, I am up for it. For example, I will ask you, what is the thing that you want to achieve with sponsorship? Why are you interested in sponsorship? What do you want it to do for you?
I wanted to for far as like the advertising part, and now I don't know if you can use sponsorship for buildings, but can you like to rent? Can you use sponsorship for that?
You could use sponsorship to pay for anything. You could use sponsorship to purchase a building, to purchase land, to someone in somewhere in Europe use it for her fiance memorial. He was a cyclist, and he passed away, and she used sponsorship. You could use sponsorship for anything, and because everything, it has an audience.
Yeah.
there
Okay.
there is a person who uses a product.
Mm-hmm.
So right, so imagine a building. You see like a storefront, and you have the billboard, or a
Mm-hmm.
stadium. That's something. Right, Met Stadium, right? They bought the rights to put their name. It's the sponsorship rights. So um you can use sponsorship for every single thing. Now, when you said advertising, you threw me off. What do you mean you want to use it for
Like
advertising?
to promote the event. I mean to promote the event. Maybe that's what I need to say.
Yeah. Okay. So are you saying that you're looking for money, or you're looking for media
Media. Money and your media coverage. Media coverage. I saying that wrong.
media sponsor? So you're looking for maybe a radio station, maybe
Yeah.
what kind of promotion, what kind of advertisement?
Yeah, like to get on the radio station and stuff, so you can promote the event, because it's like a lot of those places that it costs to. I guess you probably need the funds, huh? For
Well, two
promotion.
ways you can look at it. One is find out what your advertisement cost is and figure
Mhm.
out what that means. Where do you want to place your event? Is it on the radio? Is that appropriate? Is it online? Is that appropriate? That you have to find out. You ask the media, let's say it's the radio station, for their media kit. They'll tell you all the demographics. They'll tell you how much the cost is, right?
Mhm.
So let's say, I don't know what it costs today to promote. Let's say it's I don't know if anyone has a number, but let's just pull a number and say this is $5,000
Mhm.
to target a certain area, right? So that money you will have to come up with if you want to pay for the media, if you want that advertisement, a place to promote your. So you could do this two ways. One, you can ask that station to be your media sponsor, where they can receive exclusive content to your event. You're providing content for them. That cost.
Mhm.
You right, because people are tuning in to either watch your event, to participate at your event. So you're giving them content. The second is you can go out now and get a sponsor and say, and offer them advertisement. Like that's what they are paying you for. So while you are advertising your event, you are advertising that sponsor's brand, because some brands, they can't just go and get on the radio because they don't have the relationship with the audience,
Right.
which is your audience. You do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
when you're saying Coach Tina is having this event, You know, Coach Janine is there. You know, the doctor is there. You know, Roberta's showing up because, as Coach Janine said, you have the relationship. So therefore, that sponsor need to leverage your connection,
Mhm.
get up close and personal with your target audience, which is also their target audience.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you following me so far?
Yeah, I'm following you.
So,
Yeah.
so then they're giving you that money to form a relationship with your audience. Keep in mind that they would need to pay a lot more money to find and connect with your audience. They don't
Mhm.
know them. You're not, oh, I'm not following you. I don't know you like that.
Yeah.
Let me get to know you, but you know them. So you form the relationship much faster. So if you're saying advertisement, you could do it media, or you ask them to be a media sponsor, or you get the money, know how much it costs. And then another thing too, when you're telling a sponsor, I just don't want to leave it as, oh, you tell the sponsor advertisement and that's it. No, Coach Tina, you want to now justify the cost. I don't want to go too much into training, so let me tell you this part. So justify the cost, and we're going to do, because I said we're going to, practice this. So justifying the cost is saying, okay, let's say I'm your sponsor and I gave you $5,000 because you are about to promote my book all over,
Mhm.
because we have the same audience, right? People
Yeah.
want to learn about sponsorship, let's just say. So I'm like, hey, $5,000. I want to know, Coach Nina, how am I making back my $5,000?
Mhm.
From that advertisement you just ran? It sounds good that my name is going, my book is going to be in front of 9,000 people. It's going to be worldwide. It sounds good, but I want to know, how are you returning it? So there must be a system that you have that shows me that I'm getting my money back. And that's how a lot of sponsorship fails. And that's why a lot of sponsors say, no, I'm not sponsoring it again, because they don't have a clue. They get excited. Oh, worldwide.
Mhm.
If you want worldwide, you need to go to Coach Janine, who have a relationship with people worldwide. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Right? And then
Yeah.
she have to now find a way to measure, how is this working? How many views do I have on YouTube? How are they engaging? Depending how you are going, it depending on what that sponsors want. If
Mhm.
it's visibility, if it's engagement, but you have to quantify that amount.
Mhm. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let the other ladies have a time. Y'all go ahead.
Thank you. Well,
Thank you, Queen Roberta.
I
You're
hope ladies are taking
welcome.
notes. I know to everybody who are watching us, you are taking notes, because this is something that I hope you will watch, listening to the exercise that Queen Roberta was walking through with Coach Tina. I hope so. So, Dr. Lulu, can you also talk to, because I know definitely last time we were talking about how uh servants leader, because we continue with the same topic, until God really give us something else, but we just going to continue with the being a servant leader. How can you encourage some servant leader who are listening to us, who this just still hesitating to sign up for October the 15th, because they have tried before on their own. They have tried to work with a sponsor. They have tried to go and seek sponsorship, but they just haven't been successful. So can you encourage them? What can you tell them to be able to sign up with Queen Roberta, who are the expert, who gonna be able to work with them, step by step, so they can be able to be encouraged to sign up for the masterclass on October the 15th.
Sure. Thank you so much. It's real simple. I'll say this to whomever's listening or viewing. Do you want to stay on the hamster wheel, or do you really want to do what works? Are you willing to be teachable? A lot of times, what hinders anyone from being able to accomplish something is because they're not teachable. And if they're willing to be teachable, and then they can learn and then get off the hamster wheel. But if you're not going to literally just carve out that time and invest and say, I am going to learn this from an expert, there's really no shortcuts. And if you luck up with a shortcut, it's a one hit wonder. I think everybody knows groups that used to be out there, and they had one hit and it made the top 10, but you never heard from them ever again. And so you may luck up on a one hit wonder and you might just hit that one sponsor. But I believe what I heard Queen Roberta say is that they're not going to come back. They're not going to continue. You won't be able to go back to them because you couldn't quantify what was in it for them. Because at the end of the day, we like to think that people do everything out of the goodness of their heart, but at the end of the day, there's got to be something in it for them. People are in business for business. And as it was stated before, whether that's visibility, if that's your audience, and maybe your audience is their ideal client from a different perspective, but these are all the things that you have to learn. All the things that I just mentioned, you will not learn them by trying to do the quick, fast, and let me just, wave a magic wand, or as I say, sprinkle some fairy dust. That's not reality, and that's not sustainable. So if you want to be sustainable and you want to be able to continuously have people that are going to sponsor you, as well as have a reputation where one sponsor recommends somebody else to sponsor you, and now you've established credibility. But all of that comes from being teachable and learning. And here's an opportunity for, I'm going to say, I know that people charge a fortune to do this and to teach this. And this is an opportunity to have the ability to sit, learn, glean, and actually learn a process that's going to work. A lot of people, and people have told me this, they've spent upwards of $5,000, $7,000 and still did not, to this day, they don't have a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to really know that the person that you're sitting in front of is credible. And I think that's what we're talking about. If you're going to be a servant leader, you have to go and still be taught. Being a leader doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't teach you the things that you need to know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Lulu. I hope everybody's listening. And you have, I think, Coach, you already put the link on the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
So please sign up so you don't have to wait until the last minute. And why we're insisting the last minute? Because we're not gonna, guys, we're really closing up very soon. So make sure that you sign up already, because I don't want anybody to DM me, to call me, oh, Coach Janine, are you still, can I be able to sign up at the last minute? I don't want to hear that, because again, we want people to sign up now. So you don't have to worry about, really at the last minute, setting up at the last minute, okay? Because we want you to join us for this masterclass, that we want to make sure that you have the tools that you've been wanting for, and start having relationship with almost say investors, sponsors. So making sure that they are Queen Roberta, she's also answering your question. That's the most important thing, because maybe your question, you can also answer other people's questions. So make sure that you sign up for the masterclass, okay? Queen Roberta, as we wrap up, can you just share with us, do you still keep relationship, or do you still serving your first client, if I can say? Because some people always think that, well, yeah, I think I moved on, now I don't. I've heard this from some other business leaders who probably they continue to nurture relationship with new clients, but sometimes they don't have no time to kind of go back to the first, or like the people who they used to kind of serve. And now I think that's very missing the point, because those people we still need to keep in touch with them. I just wanted to know, do you also recommend your, say your old sponsors or people who that you work with before to continue, or maybe they can become your referral? Is that something that you keep in touch with them? Do you do anything with them, like any monthly catch up, or on the quarterly basis? Do you do that?
I agree with you. It's what you said at the very beginning. It is about the relationship. So when you are in a relationship, you want to keep the relationship and you want to grow the relationship. So even if you were to promise to sponsor something that you weren't able to deliver on, that could ruin the relationship. But just following up with your sponsor, apologizing to your sponsor, making it up to your sponsor. So that's one of the biggest mistake that I've made. Again, please keep in mind, this I didn't know. So once I got a sponsor, I moved on to the next sponsor and moved on to the next one and moved on to the next one. But had I known that just one sponsor I had twice, which was Tommy Hilfiger. But had I known to keep that relationship going, I could have grown that relationship, some from in-kind sponsorship to monetary sponsorship, and some from monetary sponsorship to having more money. So even if you were to have sponsors right now, and maybe they're not really sponsors, they're maybe your buddy and you put them on your logo, their logo on your flyer, or they are really a donor and you're calling them a sponsor, like hold on to them because you already have them in the palm of your hand, so to say. You already have them in your network. So hold on to them and really have the conversation. What are they trying to achieve? This is a really good time to say, hey, what really are you trying to achieve? And then you have to be honest with yourself to see if your event has what they're looking for, because maybe it doesn't have, and maybe it's time to part ways, or maybe you can add that, whatever it is that they're looking for, and ask them for more money so you can achieve whatever goal it is. So yes, it's very important to hold on to that sponsor, because you can also use that one sponsor to attract others, right? They see, oh, you have M&T Bank as your sponsor. You might attract another a credit union, or you might attract an insurance company, right? So it doesn't matter. You might have a hair salon that's a sponsor. You might attract something else, a hair grease company, I don't know. But it's very important to hold on, and it's possible. Hold on to your sponsors. So yes, I would say that build a relationship with your sponsors. Don't throw them away. Sometimes you might outgrow your sponsors as well, right? You might need more money and they can't afford it, but maybe you can offer them a little piece of your event, and sometimes you just outgrow them.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah. So, do you like, do you do anything fun like for your clients, like for the season coming up, a holiday coming up? Like, do you do anything just to be able to show them appreciation or anything like that? Do you do that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So in addition to giving them a progress report of how the sponsorship is coming along and what you're doing, if you decide to do that weekly or monthly, you're staying in touch. The holidays, yes, send them a card, find out, if someone is returned from maternity leave, they have their child. So it's a relationship. Congratulations. It's a relationship. You can even work with a relationship expert if you're not too good at it. But I would say to stay in contact with your sponsors at least weekly. Some of them might not like that, but at least weekly. Find out what type of temperament they have. It might, once a week might be too much for some of them. So the one thing that you must do, though, that I would say that builds a stronger relationship to hold on to your sponsor, is to send them a progress report of how that sponsorship is coming along and the progress that you are making. And if you are stuck anywhere, any point, let them know that you're stuck and what you are doing about it. Maybe you need to speak with them about it. for them to help you along the way, or maybe you can find someone else to help you to get through that process. So yes, you're correct. Stay in contact with them during the holidays. That makes sense as well.
Okay. Well, I just gonna give an example to our viewers, guys. Uh, we are just, I'll say, cultivate and nurturing some relationship with some prospect relationship. Me and Queen Roberta, like we have this meeting going up with this group in London, and she really gave them a good exercise, like really to be able to clarify their mission, because they're having an event coming up. So I really appreciate, Queen Roberta, to giving them a good feedback. So now they're very clear about what they're gonna be focusing on. So this is another example to show that she always have, something under her sleeve to give it to you as a nugget, so you can be able to perfect your proposal, your idea, your mission about the event. So that's just to give you guys an example that she haven't even started working with this group, but she already gave them a lot of good nuggets. So just to encourage you, you can really do a lot of, you can have a lot of information with Coach Queen Roberta. She's also a coach. She's coaching us on sponsorship. So make sure that you really sign up for October the 15th. Now, I'm going to ask Dr. Lulu and Coach Tina to talk about the events coming up too as well, so we can wrap up. So, Dr. Lulu, please can you talk to us about your retreat coming up as well?
Oh, okay. Well, first, I just want to reiterate that everyone really wants to make sure that they don't wait to the last minute, as was pointed out earlier, before the 15th. Because if you wait to the last minute and then you don't get the link and you can't get on, and you can't expect that in the middle, once things have already started, that there's going to be someone that's going to be able to do all of those different things. You want to make sure that you're registered, you have your link, and that you know that you can get on and attend. So please make sure that you do that. Make sure that you are in a mindset that you come to learn and that you come open to receive from someone that is an expert in that area. And then the retreat that is coming up is in Morocco, and it is in December. It's December 11th through December 17th. And the location and the host, for I am the retreat leader, so I will be doing all of the wonderful work with the attendees. But the host is actually putting this on. It's sort of a really discounted price for the end of the year, understanding that people wanted to attend retreats in the year and they just were not able to. So this is really discounted, and it is in Morocco. So this is really a great opportunity to wrap up the end of the year, to reset, recover, transform, set high level strategic goals for 2024. This is going to be packed. This is going to be a packed week of all of those things that are going to prepare you for success in 2024 across the multiple areas of your life: mindset, spiritually, emotionally, the inner work, making sure that you are in the right identity of what you should be doing and what your purpose is. But on top of that, there's a ton of fun, relaxation, and Morocco is just a place where you can go and get in tune with your soul, is the best way to say that. For information, you want to make sure that you reach out for me, and it's real easy. You just email me, and that is JLB at revolutionascension.com. Real easy. JLB at revolutionascension.com. And you'll receive a link and you can register. But most importantly, you will also get a free 45-minute consultation with me, because I want to make sure that you are going to receive what it is that you need. And everything is not always for everyone. And I will never, ever have someone register and pay for something that is not going to meet their needs and that they are not going to get the outcome that they're looking for. So you will get that 45-minute consultation before you sign up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lulu. Coach Tina?
I'm gonna talk about what am I talking about?
The event, the 25th.
25th. Okay. On the 25th or
Yes.
15th. Oh, talking about my event. My event.
Yes, Coach Tina.
Yours.
My event. Oh.
Yours.
Okay, I got it's a that's funny. Anyway, it's T&J House. It's a holiday shopping event. It's gonna be a pop up. It's a pop up event where vendors come in. We'll have I think one speaker. It's kind of like I will also do video, like interview the vendors, so they'll get an interview during the pop up, so they can talk about their products and their business, so they'll get a chance to shout out their business while they're there. But it is, and they also get a meal, and will be cake and ice cream because it's my birthday weekend. Woohoo!
Yes, that's Coach Tina's birthday.
And so it's I like to encourage other entrepreneurs to come in and showcase their business, because I also have an online shop. So that's why I'm doing the pop-up shop, because I was doing that previously a couple of times during the year. So I enjoy doing that. It's so fun. So you can reach, if you want to sign up, you can go at black to black consulting at gmail.com, and I can send you the form to fill out and how to pay to join us. And far as the sponsorship, if you are looking for sponsorship and dumbfounded like me, because yes, I'm dumbfounded, you need to be in the room. No doubt about it. You need to be there. If like I need to be there, you need to be there. I don't care if you are a servant leader. I don't care if you the boss of your, I don't know what your position is. You still need to be there to learn. We all coaches even need coaches. So I think everybody should be in the room that needs to know how to do sponsorship. And don't wait to the last minute. Coach Janine ain't gonna let y'all in. No.
That's right. Yes.
So y'all just sign up today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Sign up today. Okay, back to you, Coach Janine.
Absolutely. Guys, one thing that Coach Tina did not say about her, I don't know why, maybe she must forgotten. She's very good with idea about what can you do for holidays. Guys, I have really asked her so many, what about this? She always have very good suggestion. So if you have a team, you will have to thank them for all the wonderful work they've been doing. Just, or maybe any partners that you have, any donors, anybody that you've been working with. Coach Tina, she's the right, because she know how to all this give, like wrap up gifts and send this, and so she does all those services. I don't know why she forgot that, but I really need to shout out her, Coach Tina. She's
Thank
doing
you.
amazing work. Yes, so
We got each other back.
please be in touch with Coach Tina, because she will definitely give you some very good idea, really affordable, some prices, so you can be able just to say thank you to your community, to anybody that you've been working with very closely. She can be able to, give you some good deals for the holidays. Okay, make sure that.
Yeah.
And again, I won't really, I continue to emphasize, make sure you sign up for October the 15th for the master class, because we were having some very, very good nuggets through, Queen Roberta. Queen Roberta, any last word before we wrap up for our everybody who will be joining us for the master class on the 15th, or anything you want to say at the end?
Absolutely. Morocco sounds like fun, Dr.
Yeah.
Lulu. I'm glad that you have that event, because mindset, that is important, without a doubt. I love it, Morocco. So I have to look at those details. So
Absolutely.
let's see.
All right.
Then Coach Tina, I didn't hear you mention your website. I was waiting for it. I'm like, pop-up events. And what Coach Janine said, well, please share that website because I would like to take a look at it. You said shopping. I'm like, okay. So, and then Coach Janine said something which makes a lot of sense, that you plan these events. People can actually, even as sponsors, you can plan events that allow sponsors to engage with their target audience, right? To engage with their audience. So I am interested to see what that looks like on your website. I don't know if you sell the items or if you are just the one who coordinates the engagement. So I'm looking forward to learning more about your, that sounds exciting as well.
Yeah. Thank you. I do it all.
What's the
She
website?
designs, she does everything.
What my
Wow.
website is, I can't think of it off my head. I have to go look at it. I don't know about hard. I have to put
She's a
She's
serialpreneur.
she's definitely a server, yes. I'm just yeah. And that's how it actually starts, and then eventually you're like, you know what, this not for everyone. I just made this like my business. That's it.
I tried to hire people, but they don't work out.
They- I understand that. I like to outsource. That's what I do. I outsource everything. If it's the website, if it's this, if it's that, and I go to I don't know if I should say the name, but I'll spell it Fiverr.com. But I go to Fiverr.com and I because they're not a sponsor. I don't like to mention names because it's an influence and we're sending business their way, and that's how I think, right?
Yeah.
And I do have a relationship with them personally, so there that goes. But I would go to Fiverr and to find if it's a graphic designer, if it's someone to send out promotion for me. I would go there to do that. I tried hiring people working as partners, but it never worked out. So that's interesting that you said that. So anything you need done, you just go there, type in what you're looking for, and you pay. And it's gig starts from $5, sometimes $30. I paid a few $100s to get my book edit. So they have people charging 4 figures and up on Fiverr, but it starts at $5.
Yeah.
So yeah. Alrighty then. So to wrap things up, I would again, what everyone has shared with you is if you are interested in securing sponsors, if you want to pick up some strategies to help you bond with your sponsors, to help you to grow your sponsorship, then come out attend on October 15th. It is an online event. Every month we will have something different for you. I believe one of the events that we have coming up is how to write a sponsorship proposal, like what information to put in there. One of the things I want to add is if you have any questions, or if you have any questions, bring your questions on October 15th. So again, if you want, if any questions you have, bring it. Ask the questions here as well. And the link is there, right? The link has like everything that will be covered. And I'm sorry, I should have it in front. 1 second. Hold on. Okay, so I have to look at my notes because this class is designed how, Coach Janine, she says, well, I want my audience to know about this. I want them to know about that, right? So including the 3 pillars that I spoke about, the understanding sponsorship, knowing how to communicate with sponsors, and knowing how to sell your event to sponsors. Outside of those 3 things, Coach Janine, it's like, let the audience have some strategies and how to connect. She also wants you to know some pitfalls for you to avoid. Like, don't do these things. You waste time. You're getting to the yes would be much higher, a higher rate. So to minimize the no's, I will share with you some pitfalls to avoid. Also, we have how to pitch to sponsors. Sometimes we get into a very long pitch. Let me tell you about the October 15 too. It might sounds like right now I'm just rambling, blah blah blah, but on October 15th, it's just straight to the point. We're covering these pitfalls. I'm going to list it out to you. Don't do that. Pitch. This is how to pitch to a sponsor. In 15 seconds, I'm going to give you a 15-second pitch. I'm also going to cover on some of the best practices in sponsorship today. I'm going to cover that along with, if you go to that link, you will see what's covered. So with this workshop or the masterclass we'll be doing for you, it will save you a lot of time from a lot of costly mistakes. It will save you time, and it will get you to your yes much faster, straight to the point. And the greatest thing is that you will be able to ask question in real time. What I would suggest also is for you to get a copy. It's $20 of my ebook, which is called How to Secure Sponsors Successfully. It's on eventsandsponsors.com. That covers the three pillars, and you can actually come into the masterclass and ask questions, right? Stay ahead and ask questions. If you're looking for help, I'm here to help you. Thanks to Coach Janine. She's here to help you as well. And I'm glad to be a part of your success sponsorship journey.
Thank you so much, ladies. This was
Yes.
awesome. I'm very glad. That's definitely we are here again. Merci beaucoup encore de se joindre à nous ce soir. C'était Coach Tina, Dr. Lulu and Queen Roberta. Ils étaient avec nous. On était en train de parler de sponsorship. Et puis surtout, n'oubliez pas de s'enregistrer pour la classe de le 15 septembre, le 15 octobre. Nous avons cette classe-là. Donc, n'oubliez pas surtout parce que c'est plus important pour vos événements pour 2024. Donc, vous avez vraiment besoin de s'enregistrer. So, n'oubliez pas, vous avez des questions, laissez ça dans les chats. Je serai en mesure de lire les questions et puis répondre aussi. Et puis surtout, je veux que vous puissiez aussi prendre le temps de partir s'enregistrer avec Dr. Lulu sur le website de Dr. Lulu, le website de Coach Tina, mais aussi avec Queen Roberta. N'hésitez pas, surtout parce qu'elle est là pour nous aider avec tous les programmes, que ce soit les conférences, les événements que nous avons. N'hésitez pas en tout cas parce qu'elle va vous aider par rapport au sponsorship. Merci beaucoup et on se parle aussi le dimanche prochain. OK? Merci. Thank you guys again, ladies. That was awesome.
Also, one thing I want to add is that I do have something up my sleeve when they come out on October 15th. That is true. For sure.
You have heard from the Queen Room. She has always something under her sleeve for you guys. So make sure you sign up. You don't want to miss it. And guys, before I forget, Coach Tina has 3 days starting tomorrow until Wednesday, manifesting you. So this is an amazing opportunity for you guys to come on and join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. for 3 days. She's going to be giving some good nuggets how you can be able to manifest you, what God has put inside of you. She's going to equip you. So guys, it will be like a quick few minutes. She's going to be having some live for Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. So join us for the 3 days. Coach Tina, do you want to say that? You forgot to say that again.
I'm like, today is about sponsorship and I'm staying on track.
I know.
Yeah, but my event is manifest your now, because it's like it's God and business. You can't have business without God. So we're combining them both. Gonna do it's not gonna be all prayer, but it's gonna be some prayer. It's gonna be some Bible verses, but it's gonna also be about you sharing your business, what you're doing, and your servant, what you serving, how you're serving your community. It's gonna also be some people talking about. I want someone on to do home ownership, finance, Even Coach Queen Roberta can come on and talk about sponsorship on one of those days.
And
Yeah,
I have
so
someone for you
even
too.
Coach
Thank you so much.
Lulu, you can even come on. It just we're just trying to encourage people and let them understand that they can't have one without the other. Because even with sponsorship, we gotta tap in the guard before we can get that sponsorship.
Yes, we
Amen.
do.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
So
And I have
yeah.
someone for
So
you, Coach Tina, in real estate, who works in real estate. If you need anyone,
yes, I
just
need
let me
all of
know.
that.
Okay. Okay. Definitely. I'll
Yes.
connect the two of you.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to. I want to give back. I'm trying to mess up. We can educate everybody. We don't have to, be against each other. I'm all for everybody. Everybody win. As long
Yes.
as you connected to me, we all winning.
That,
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
what
we
it
love
is.
Coach Tina. That's why we love her. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It
She's
works.
always giving for the community, She's a
Yeah.
mama bear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you again, ladies. It was a pleasure to me, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Tomorrow,
Thank you to
Wednesday
our
morning, or
viewers.
Monday mornings, or Wednesday mornings?
It's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Either day.
3 days.
Oh, got it. The 3 days. Got it.
Yeah, 3 days. Yeah.
Okay, ladies, thank
All
you
right.
so much for coming to the night. And guys, make sure that you follow up and you sign up for tonight and follow all these wonderful leaders of mine here. So make sure that you keep in touch with them and ask questions, okay? Don't forget to
Absolutely.
join us October the 15th.
Yes,
All
Thank
right,
you.
October
guys.
15th.
Eastern time?
It's a central
E-
time. Central time, 1 to 2 central
No.
time.
Coach Tina tomorrow, Eastern time?
Easter time will be 11.
Yeah. So
Eastern
10.
11. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
will be for us will be 10, you will be 11, I believe. Yeah.
11. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
ladies.
See
Okay.
you
Bye
guys.
bye.
See you
Bye
ladies.
bye.
Bye.
Take care,
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Good night.
Good night.